care if Katt Williams slapped you in the face too. If you up, slash that like button. Welcome to Black and Bad Times Video. I'm your interim host, the oldest ninja in the world, Old Ninja. And on my left, Ronus.
Hey, I'm just saying, Katt Williams should have been in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, poisoning people's cups and shit.
Tell him it was
We
me.
back up in this.
Oh,
Damn. We back up in this. We started off with the two-man. We will probably actually see Prodigy shortly, probably in the next like 10, 15 minutes. He's running a little late. Blue is still in the wind, running from chicks with chairs. Still, I think he's in the corner somewhere. Actually, not in the corner of a bush. I'm not going to give away his location. So
His name is Almighty. His name is Almighty.
Should make a rap of that shit. Post that there. And then we Stitch is out there brooding on a gargoyle. He's probably still kind of high after Michigan's win. He's probably like just all blue and yellow somewhere, stuck on the wall somewhere. So we'll see. Yeah. But we back up in there this week, giving you the statements. We got some stats, don't we?
That we do. Stats. List of the week would be once again Zor, XOR, X0R. Actually had a phone call with him over the weekend, like on Sunday. Why did my audio sound weird now? Did I just go like way lower?
Yeah. I think we both went way lower because I was like, "What the hell?" So my ear went out.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was a little weird, but it is what it is.
Oh, levels okay on here? No, they're super low. What happened? I didn't press
super
anything.
Low. I didn't do nothing either. I'm telling you, it's Katt Williams. He come for everybody.
Yeah,
he come for everybody. I want to go into some shit, but we'll wait we'll wait a little bit into it. I'm gonna do some RIPS this week because we have a couple this week.
Okay, am I higher now?
Should be. No, you're back to where you were.
Okay, that was weird.
Did you have something you want to add?
Yeah, I just want to say I got to talk to Zor on Sunday, and it was we had a nice conversation, nice long conversation. It's good to hear from him again, and I'll be up in the Bay in next month. So,
that's right.
Yeah, so
I will
be there. I don't know why this thing's still not up all the way. I don't know why.
So, will you be here for a work week, or are you going to be here Monday to like Sunday?
I'm going to be up there for a drinking week. So
yeah. So you're going to be here because it's all week.
Yes, it is all week.
Oh, actually, are you going to the starting event? I guess,
yes,
which is on
I'll be at the opening gala, so I'm probably going to leave on Thursday sometime. That way, I don't have to, so I'll leave on Thursday and come back sometime. I don't know.
Are you? Yeah.
Well, I'll be there for at least 5 days, probably like 7 days. Yeah, I'll be there for a while.
And are you driving up or are you flying up?
I think I'm going to drive because I want to go do some jiu-jitsu while I'm up there. Probably not. Obviously, I'm not going to drive to like all my drinking events, but I want to have a car available to me. I'm probably going to stay in Hayward, close to the Hayward BART station. That's not too far from the bistro. That way, I can always be close to get the younger.
Okay. Because they're apparently across the bay at the famous Harry's Hofbrau, which is a very famous local eatery in the Bay Area. Mm-hmm. Apparently, the one in the peninsula has it also because everyone keeps telling me they got it. The owner there knows the owner of Russian River or their cousins or some story. But apparently they get it every year too. They don't get as many as the bistro does, but they still get it.
Yeah, no, and they do like this weird ticket system, which was annoying. So that's why I don't go there. The best place for me has been the bistro. It's easy.
Because the bistro, they don't give you no ticket. You just walk up and order one. They just give it to you.
Yeah, you can walk right in. If there's like two people in front of you, like it's a bad day. So
why is that a bad day?
Well, because that means that there are way too many folks there. So usually it's like super chill. But also I heard that Russian River is doing the younger later this year.
I don't know,
but I'm pretty sure the opening gala still gets it early though.
Oh yeah, unless it's not ready. There's been times the only time it wasn't was COVID because it wasn't ready then because they weren't really working. Mm-hmm. So they I think they were late or missed it or something, and then very few people. There was rumors it wasn't coming, and then it did show up, but it showed up kind of late. So this year will most likely be different because everything's kind of back to normal. So who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I said our in-person younger release is March 22nd through April 4th at both Santa Rosa and the Windsor pubs. And those will be the first batches. The first batches brewed today and tomorrow will be kegged and distributed draft only to our wholesale. Oh yeah, in early February. So yeah, okay. They're releasing it later at their locations, but
Oh, okay.
you can get it. And I know Planet for President. Oh, I forgot to order this. They were bottling Planet for President too, so I'm gonna see if I can get that down here.
Oh, right on. The one that you had that you gave us, was it Planet for Planet? That shit was good,
Yeah,
actually.
it's really good. It's like it's not the younger, obviously, but it's still
No, it
a
wasn't younger,
fantastic
but
beer.
it was still fucking good. And I don't even like beer. I drank both of mine. I was like, God dang, these are actually really good beers.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cronus. And you did like special. You did what Prodigy's doing now, special delivery.
Yep. And that was during COVID, I think.
It
Yeah.
was exactly during. It was like literally the height of COVID.
Yeah.
Like it was all bad. Anyway,
Oh, sorry.
going off a little.
First in the
Go ahead.
chat is Papa Bear, also known as Rescue
Okay.
Residents. So yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
So where did I have this listed here? Oh, so RIPs. RIPs. We're gonna start with one that was released today. The news dropped today. So I believe his name is pronounced Adon Canto. He was a Mexican actor who he played Sunspot in the 2014 X-Men Days of Future Past. He also plays Paul Torres on the series The Following, A.G. Mendez in the series Blood and Oil. He is Rodrigo Lara Bonilla in the Netflix series Narcos, and Aaron Shore in the show Designated Survivor. I've only seen the first episode of that series. He's also currently seen on The Cleaning Lady. There is a popular show. He was on the show until he passed. He died of appendix cancer on the 8th, which was 2 days ago. He was 42 years old.
Wow.
So
Yeah, that's young.
yeah, the news dropped today that he had just passed. So it's unfortunate. Next up, we have Laura Lynch. She was one of the founding members of the country music group, the Dixie Chicks. That band had originally started out as a quartet back in 1988. In 1992, one of the chicks left, one of the quote-unquote chicks left, I guess, left the group. And the following year, in 1993, the Dixie Chicks played at the inaugural ball for President Bill Clinton. 95, Lynch was kicked out and replaced. After leaving the Dixie Chicks, she became a public relations officer with the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center in Dallas. She was involved in a head-on collision just before Christmas and died and did not survive the crash. She was 65. Next up is Tom Wilkinson. Tom Wilkinson's British actor who's in a huge array of films and a boatload of, he's one of, or actually not one, but he has a boatload of accolades. He's even made an officer of the Order of the British Empire. But from our platform here on Be the Meet the Eye, most of you will probably remember him for his roles in Batman Begins, Valkyrie, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, and Selma. He's won a BAFTA, a Golden Globe, a Primetime Emmy, and even been nominated for an Academy Award twice, but he did not win. Some of his other movies you may know him from are The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Michael Clayton, and In the Bedroom. The Patriot and Rock and Roll as well. Just to name just a few of his films. There's a shitload more he's also in, but he passed away at the age of 75 on December 30th. So those are the RIPs.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, Tom Wilkinson's like, he was clutch. I guess a lot of people, I've seen the movie. I'm not a huge fan. It was a huge hit back in the day, but The Full Monty, he's in that movie. That was a huge hit in Britain. Like a lot of people fucking love that movie. I thought it was funny. I didn't get the hype behind it, but it's definitely a decent movie. But I just didn't get the hype, maybe because it's a British thing, as they say. Maybe, but I mean, it's still cool. I mean, I understand. To me, I guess it's kind of like watching Monty Python. I know Monty Python's like fucking a huge fucking fan base. To me, I'm not a huge fan. I get like some of the stuff's kind of funny to me. Personally, it's just a personal thing. I don't diss Monty Python. I'm not like Prodigy. Just because I don't like it, I'm gonna talk shit about it. I'm not gonna do that. Like I understand why people like it. The humor is just not for me. Dang.
All good. But you know, like it's just a flesh wound. I mean, that's It's classic, man.
Mm, mm.
It's classic. But no, I get it. It's not for everybody.
It's classic, but it's just I don't know. I really tried. Like Monty Python and the Holy Grail and their whole their SNL stuff. Like some of it's funny to me, some of it's not. Other people swear up and down it's like the greatest comedy ever made. Don't get me wrong. Almost everyone in that cast is like super famous. Like John Cleese, Tom Wilkinson. Um, actually, I don't remember if Tom is on there, but just like a ton of people that are like, I think Michael Caine was probably on there for a little while too, but just like huge stars now. But I get it, but I kind of don't get it.
All right.
So it is what it is.
All right. Keep talking for a minute. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Pop Bear, you had a question? Is this a question in here? I can't tell. Oh, the best exotic marigold. Yeah, he's in that movie. I haven't seen it. To me, it's like another. What's that movie? The Hotel Budapest movie or Murder at Hotel Budapest. I guess it's funny. I have not seen the movie, but I do like. Everyone in that's like superbly famous. So I don't know if it's going to be for me. Like I tried with the movie Life Aquatic with Steve Sisso. I did not like that movie at all. I think the big thing was Kate Blanchett's pregnancy sex scene because she's pregnant, but Owen Wilson has sex with her, but it's not his kid. So she's that didn't set for some reason that didn't set with me. I get it. You can have sex when you're pregnant, but you're having sex with a pregnant woman that's having a kid that's not yours. Very weird to me. That was kind of weird, but it is what it is.
Savage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's not the only thing. Like part of it just wasn't funny. It was like a supposed to be a comedic version of Jacques Cousteau, but it didn't hit for me. It was just like, what the fuck is happening? It was just too weird. It was very weird to me. Like some of the jokes I just didn't get. Maybe I don't know. I tried. I couldn't.
All good. All right. Sorry, my kid needed a hug. Let's see. Where should we go? I think I know where we should go first.
Well, no, I think we should wait for your boy to show up.
If he shows up, I mean, let me message him, make sure he's even on the way.
Let's put a time limit on it. Let's start with something first. I need you to clarify something for me.
Sure.
You're the only person I know that's done this, and you can talk about this most, is the Avatar game. I know you were playing it. You said it seemed like you were going through it because it looks like you were playing it for a little bit. I don't know if you beat the game. Tell me what this is about, because I was also thinking about getting it, but then like some things happened, so now I have to like be more choosy on what I get. What did you think of this game? Did you finish it? Let's load out.
No, I definitely didn't finish it. So what had happened was is that I picked up the game, and then I think within like the next, like right when I picked it up is when they announced God of War, Ragnarok. What was it? I forget the name.
Valhalla.
There we go. Jesus, I had a serious brain fart there. And I played that. I beat the brakes off of it. So that like took priority of everything in my life, mostly over the holidays. So I didn't get a chance to play it. So I went back and I just started playing the game, and I kind of don't dig it that much.
Oh wow!
So it's sort of okay. There's like a bunch of like huge problems that I have with the game right now. What the first one is navigation is very difficult. So like you'll have an objective, and it'll tell you like, the objective is some like north of this and east of that, and it's like, well, you don't have those two spots like, unlocked, like you don't know where the fuck these places are. So like and there's like there's no marker for like a lot of the objectives. There's no marker on the map, and there's no marker like when you use like your avatar site or whatever, your not V site. So that's like super annoying just on basic gameplay levels. It's super annoying. And when you first start playing, you're using a bow and arrow, which is fine. They're relatively powerful for most things. And then you get like, you can pick up like a machine gun or an assault rifle or whatever, but you can't aim down the sights, which is very weird. And they don't do hardly any damage at all against like the big like mech things. So, and then the big mech things are like incredibly agile. So just trying to take them down, you have to like sneak up on them and like hit them in the back with an arrow, like really well placed arrow in like one of the exhaust ports to like kind of one shot them. And if you don't, like you're in for some shit. On hard mode, they're incredibly hard to take down because like if you don't hit them on the first time, you're like half your life is gonna be gone within like the first like 3 seconds. So yeah.
That sounds like an issue, especially in navigation. Like with no markers and shit. That's like, I mean, that's part of not as egregious, but Starfield kind of has kind of a little bit. I mean, at least Starfield has markers on the fucking map. They have markers everywhere.
Yeah,
But
there's no markers on like there's no markers on the mini map. There's no markers on like your. There's sometimes there's like a marker on like your not V vision or whatever. Like you can see like this little like weird like blob thing, but a lot of times like it's not there at all to like tell you like where to go. So it's super annoying.
so, do you think that might be attributed to hard mode? Like maybe on hard mode they took that away to like lower or to heighten your sense of, I guess.
No, because I actually lowered the difficulty because it was just like it wasn't fun. So, and yeah, it's still like that. Like it's just
okay.
it's annoying. But like the like taking down camps is kind of fun. Like some of the stuff is like kind of it's kind of fun, but like those two basic gameplay elements are like because like basically using a machine gun is kind of worthless, and then trying to get around and like the your like carrying like your backpack thing doesn't carry a lot of stuff, and you have to like if you want to upgrade your weapons, you have to like have a lot of materials. And so in the beginning of the game, it's like I want to upgrade this stuff, but I can't because my stuff's already full of like all this other shit. So and they have like this weird like stamina system, or like not stamina, but it's like a hunger system. So you can get hungry and like yeah, you get negative effects. You have to keep eating all the time and shit. It's just like that's just annoying. Yeah, I don't need that,
I
that
mean,
kind of survival part in this game.
oh, so I remember. So because I went back to it in the last 2 weeks, you were not a fan of that in Monster Hunter because Monster Hunter you got to eat.
Yeah,
And
I'm playing a video game. I don't need all this fucking. I need to eat. I need to drink. You know, I get cold. I get fucking hot. Fuck that. It's a fucking video game.
but aren't there other games that do that? Aren't there some like Skyrim type games that do that fucking shit where you need to get your stamina up by eating or drinking or some shit like that?
No, I mean to like recover maybe, but it's not like you're gonna starve kind of thing. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna die from the elements kind of thing. I know there's games like that, but I just don't generally play them. So
Yeah, in Monster Hunter you don't die from starvation, but you will definitely have severe negative effects. Like you won't be able to run or
yeah,
do like much of anything, but you won't die. That's a
yeah.
good thing, though.
I don't know if you'll die or not. I actually don't know what happens if you like if I get too hungry because I just eat or whatever. But it's just like I don't like that it's even in there. Like, I have to manage my health and my hunger. You know,
Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, so is the game in third person or first person?
it's first person.
And you can't aim down the sights?
No, yeah, it's super for like
Yeah,
for the main like assault rifle. It's like it's really
yeah.
good.
If it was third person and you do over the shoulder and you can't aim down the sights, like I would kind of get that because like you can do that. Like a lot of third persons, like if you aim down the sights, some of them, like in Ghost Recon, if you're in third person, but if you aim down the sights, it switches because you're in scope mode.
Yeah.
And then like Modern Warfare kind of does that. Depending on your weapon, you'll go from third to first.
Well, what's weird is
And
like
the weapon Steve stay in third.
well
What's up?
with the assault right like with the bows, you can zoom in a little bit. Like so it zooms in a little bit like when you hold down L2, but for some reason when you get a gun, like it doesn't do that. But in this game with the walker things, like you have to have like precision shots to take these things down effectively. And if you don't and you can't do that with any of the guns that I have so far. So I'm just like why do we even have this? Like this is kind of stupid.
It kind of sucks. I mean, I mean, it didn't get like favorable reviews. I've seen mixed reviews.
Yeah.
So I kind of get it, but I mean, it looked fun. The previews looked fun. It looked fun as fuck.
It
It's like,
did look fun, and I'm trying to like grind through it, but then like Nobody Saved the World came out for free on PlayStation Plus, and that's like way more fun for me to play. So
oh well, okay, yeah, it's not. It doesn't sound like it's a good look. Doesn't sound like it's.
no, and I got like the limited edition. I think I paid like $100 for this game. So
Holy shit!
yeah,
Oh, you got Anthem.
yeah, I did basically.
God dang it!
Yeah, it's
All
just
right.
like I think if they would have just fixed like those two things, like it'd have been way more fun. But and
Yeah,
it's
it's
like and it's really fucking big, and like so it makes and when I say big, it's like it's mostly empty because it's so big. So you can just wander around for like hours and not see like really anything. and it's kind of annoying. But also, I don't have my my Ikrin yet either, the flying thing. So I think once I get that, it'll be a little
Oh,
easier. But for right now, it's
still.
just like, man, on foot, it's fucking brutal.
So, since you're able to like get to human bases, can you not like still like vehicles or some
No,
shit?
you're way too big.
Okay.
Yeah, remember the not V are like more than
Yeah, the
twice the
Navi are
size.
like 11 feet tall, but like they should be able to like kind of steal a mech, like use the mech as an exosuit or
How are you
something.
gonna get inside of a mech that's built for a human? That'd be like trying to get one of those like little Tykes cars for an adult.
No. Just strap, just like fucking jury rig the leg straps to the legs and like
No, how are you gonna
fucking.
do that? It's like you're literally tall. You're
Uh,
bigger than that thing is.
oh, they are big. I thought the
Yeah,
mechs were the same size as them because you have to like climb into a mech. But
yeah.
okay.
They're like the same size or bigger, but even still, like even if it's the same size, like you can't fit inside of it because it's built for a human that's small.
Yeah,
It
that
just fits
part.
in the chest.
No, I get that part. The part I'm saying is like you should be able to like cannibalize the fucking thing into like make it into an exosuit,
Oh
like
no,
some kind of engineering type shit.
it's kind of
So,
against like their code, you know. But then again, so is kind of
I
using
guess
guns,
that's
but
true.
yeah,
Yeah, but I'm yeah, I was supposed to say they use guns though, and some of them have like army gear on. At
they do,
least
and
in
like
part two, they did.
well, like right from the
Hmm?
jump, they kind of address that because like you're one of the not V that were taken like as a child by the humans as like some new
Hmm.
program, and they end up getting like basically kind of like frozen for like 10 years, and then when they
Hmm.
come out, like everything's all messed up. So, and so they're trying to get back to like their roots.
Huh. Interesting.
The
I mean,
story's actually pretty good, but yeah,
yeah, the story sounds cool, but execution sounds like shit.
yeah, you're basically an eco terrorist. So
I mean, the whole movies that, but the actual movies were like that, so
yeah,
makes sense. All right, so I guess Prodigy's a no go.
he is a no go.
So I guess we can get to it then.
All right. Um, so yeah, if y'all have not heard, there is a comedian named Katt Williams who went on Club Shay Shay, who is it's Shannon Sharp's podcast, which I didn't even know he had a podcast. And apparently, they quote unquote, not obviously literally, broke the internet because of all the stuff that Katt Williams said, and it was wild. I kept looking at clips like throughout the week because it was so much information of him just like spilling that tea. And what was crazy is that um, the internet was like doing like showing his receipts for him of like him like not telling very many lies that I've seen so far about things that he's seen and lies that were told about him and movies that he was in and all these other comedians and actors that he's dealt with. Um, yeah, apparently there's like a really dark side of Hollywood that is apparently true. So
Mm.
yeah,
I mean, we've always known there's a dark side of Hollywood. I
yeah,
mean, if you look back to the whole Kevin Spacey and Bryan Singer shit, that was some dark ass shit. Like neither of them are on. We didn't even talk about Kevin Spacey going on. Was it Tucker Carlson show as his character from fucking House of Cards?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't even know. Well, I'm
Yeah,
not surprised Tucker Carlson. He doesn't care about people getting sexually assaulted. So
yeah. I mean, he says he does, but
no, he doesn't. He does not.
I know he doesn't. But
He cares when it's non-white dudes doing
oh yeah,
it. That's all he cares about.
damn,
Yeah,
that's all
it's
bad.
like how much melanin is in their skin. All right.
Yeah. God damn. All right. Yeah. So Cat Williams came out and basically set off a nuclear bomb. He was attacking like a lot of popular comics that are out now.
It's talking about
Some comics
Cat
that are passed
Cat
on.
Williams, not Kevin Spacey.
Oh yeah, Cat Williams. Did I say Kevin?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my bad. Cat Williams was talking about he literally spoke ill of the dead as well as the living. So everyone was a target. Once again, the rumors. I don't know if people knew about the. I guess the rumors that P Diddy might be gay or bi. Those kind of resurfaced with Cat Williams, kind of sort of about him paying for trips for rappers. Like he literally took rappers on a shopping spree. Like let's hang out. He takes them shopping. He literally asked, "You want to go shopping?" And so like Cat Williams said, P Diddy asked him. He said no, and he goes on. He hints like if someone asks to take you shopping, Or if another man asks a man to go shopping, there's something wrong there, kind of deal. So there's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and he was talking about how like a bunch of these dudes are dressing up in like dresses and like these shows to like basically bend the knee to like this dark side of Hollywood, and they were showing he was giving specific examples of like Ricky Smiley and Kevin Hart and like all these other people that do that, and it's just like, dude, it's crazy. Like, and he was talking about how Steve Harvey had stolen jokes from him and from I think it was Bernie Mac or somebody else who was stealing jokes. Oh no, it was
I think it was Bernie Mac.
no, and Mark was it Mark Curry? What's his name?
Mark Curry's a comedian.
Yeah,
the guy he's from Oakland.
Yes,
big tall guy from Oakland.
And about how he stole Mark Curry's whole thing of like how he was a principal at some school in some TV show, and then
that
he
was
stole the whole idea.
Hanging with Mr. Curry. That was your show.
Mr. Cooper, hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Oh, Mr. Cooper. Yeah.
Yeah, and so
Mark Curry was Mr. Cooper.
And how he stole the whole thing, and he had a man unit on, basically a wig on the whole time, trying to steal his thing, and then Steve Harvey had said that he stopped doing comedy because he was doing 7 shows, and then Katt Williams said he didn't do it because he didn't quit because he had 7 shows on. He quit because he went on like basically a battle, a comedian battle with Katt Williams, like way before he had 7 shows, and he just destroyed him on stage. And there's a video footage of that, like before he had all his shows, and that's why he stopped doing comedy. And it was incredible. Like y'all watch the clips, watch the show. It's almost 3 hours long of him just going in on anybody that did bad by him. And it's crazy.
So yeah, it's just some of it's kind of crazy. I mean, I've only seen clips. I've seen like literally one kind of clip, but he just went off on like all kinds, like because it's so long and there's so many names, so many instances that I can't keep up. And other people have like made little fucking things. I mean, some people do like deep dives, but they're mostly speculations. Like apparently, no one has called him a liar per se. They just said that he lost touch, on drugs, mentally ill. Yeah. He's bitter because he didn't get to attend some of these events or get the same kind of notoriety or whatnot, whatever they have you. So it's literally turned into he said kind of thing.
Yeah, but he's got receipts though. That's the problem.
Receipts on he's got receipts on some. So
and it's like the things that some of the things obviously he can't show, because I don't want to get graphic because we probably will get demonetized, but he goes into like some pretty specific detail, like when he met was it Harvey Weinstein and things that he wanted him to do and like all this other stuff, and it was just like
but full disclosure, we all know that Weinstein, we've talked about him on the show like years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
We all know he's a piece of shit. Even Courtney Love came out back in the 90s said don't go to a party if you get invited by Henry Weinstein. So
yeah, but he said basically his whole thing in Hollywood is that he wanted to come out of Hollywood with a virgin booty hole, is what he said. So and he said his mission was basically accomplished. So, and he said a bunch of his other people they did not. Like he gave an example of this is actually before the Epstein stuff came out, because he said that, remember what was the guy's name? The guy who played Smokey. Chris Tucker. He said Chris Tucker is no longer Chris Tucker. He said he's Epstein Island Chris Tucker, because apparently he went to the island and he saw some dark stuff, and that's why he hasn't been the same since. And sure enough, like a day or so after he said that, like the list came out and Chris Tucker is on that list. A whole bunch of other people on that list too, like Cameron Diaz and
George fucking Lucas.
Yeah, George Lucas. Oh man, yeah. I was like, dude.
Yeah, it's all bad. Yeah, Cameron Diaz and Hillary Clinton. So everyone was talking about Bill Clinton was there.
Hillary Clinton was
there. You see his picture. But the thing that we should come back to this later. But I want to point out Donald Trump is on there as well.
Anybody that pays attention already knew this, because there's multiple pictures of this dude with that guy at parties. So,
but there's so many people that were, especially his cult members. They deny, or didn't want to face the fact that even though they took pictures together, they're like, no, he didn't do this. He wasn't there. He was there for the, or if he was there, he was there for different reasons. And it's like, they act like he was some kind of like officer of the peace or some kind of like police action for going there. And like, no, he's a businessman. He went there. He's over there kissing on little girls.
He's not just a businessman. He's a known person to commit sexual assault against women. So he's been convicted of that. We all know this, but these people that are
his constituents don't.
Yeah, but they're going to do these Simone Biles level mental gymnastics to try to say that he's some good, white savior. But it's like this dude he's a terrible person and he hangs out with a bunch of terrible fucking people. So we should not be surprised that he's on that list.
We shouldn't, but he is, and his clans. They deny. They act like he was there on some kind of mission of mercy, which he was not.
Did he save a single child?
Oh, of course not.
Did he tell the FBI?
Yeah, of course not. I mean, but they claim that he did. Some of them put together this little jigsaw puzzle conspiracy that he did.
No,
and that's why the investigators came to the island, because he said something to them. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Y'all lying.
Yeah.
On yourself. You're trying to make him out into some kind of like prophet now, or some kind of saint. He's not. You guys are tripping. Just stop it. Stop.
Yeah.
You're making yourself look even dumber and dumber.
Y'all know I don't like that dude, so yeah.
So anyway, back to Katt.
Now I gave the main reason why is because I gave the guy a chance. I didn't vote for the guy. Let me be clear.
You did.
Yeah, I didn't vote for him.
You took a little bit of flack for that.
Yeah, I said I hope he does better. I hope I didn't vote for the guy, but I hope he does a good job as a president, and he fucked that all up, like by far. And now he's saying that he wishes that the economy crashes, so he can become president again. I'm like, if you have to wish for somebody to fail for you to succeed, and that's your business plan, it doesn't make any sense. Especially when there's over 330 million people in America that rely on the government to help our lives thrive, and you're hoping that it crashes. So you can gain some power. That's some cowardice bullshit.
That makes no sense. Yeah, that's some shit. I mean, but people are still out there sucking his political dick, and they're like, oh, Trump 2024, and he's here to save us all. No, he's not. He didn't save you the first time, did he?
He's gonna save himself. That's all he's gonna do.
Yeah, he's gonna quit himself. Make sure like all them Epstein tapes don't come out or whatever. So. Anyway, circle back to Katt.
Anyway, back to Katt. So yeah, he just went in on everybody. He even went in kind of light on Joe Rogan, talking about how Joe Rogan had 6 comedians on that ain't never been funny. And yeah, some of the guys that he's had on have never been funny. I stopped listening to Joe Rogan a few years ago because it's just like the quality of his interviews have just gone totally south.
Yeah, I'm wondering how long ago did he have? Because I guess he's had Neil deGrasse Tyson on his show a couple of times.
Oh, yeah,
so that's when it's interesting. But I don't think he's been on there recently, has he?
No,
not.
Nobody. There hasn't been a lot of people on there that I've want to actually listen to in a long time. Besides, like some fighters and jiu-jitsu folks.
He's had The Rock on recently.
Yeah, but The Rock is he's kind of full of shit. And even the interview was kind of full of shit because I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I know that they didn't talk about The Rock's his physique and how he gained his physique. Like they didn't bring up steroids at all, which is funny because Joe Rogan talks about his performance enhancing drug use all the time because he does use PEDs because he's getting older and he admits it that he takes it. But I don't like it when there's guys like The Rock or like the Liver King or people like that have like these huge gigantic physiques, but they don't want to admit that they're on some sort of gear. It's like, just admit it, like, because you can't get that kind of physique like naturally. And there's nothing wrong with admitting it. Like, just it takes a lot to do that. Like, you can't just take some stuff. Like, you can't just take steroids and get that physique. Yeah, you need to go to the gym. You need to lift a lot of weights. You need to intake a lot of protein, calories, all that shit. I get that, but you're still not going to get there without steroids. So just admit to people that you're on steroids or some other performance-enhancing drug, so they don't think that they can get that kind of physique by just lifting weights, because you can't not get that kind of physique just lifting weights.
Well, I don't know. I'm not really aiming for that kind of physique, so I'm still kind of doughboy-ish. I mean, I might get like the Hugh Jackman shit without doing the human growth hormone.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the same thing. Like, and if I ever took something, I'd admit it too. Like, especially if I started getting jacked, I'd be like, yeah, I'm taking this. So
yeah, if you're getting roided, if you're getting super jacked, super ripped, like they're gonna do with Swole Abbey.
Hey, I'm just saying, she need to take one for the team. Get on the rocks cycle.
Yeah.
I need those
Anyway,
Swole
we'll
happy
talk about
hours.
that one later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Katt Williams went basically nuclear on pretty much Black Hollywood and Hollywood. Um, I know that Joe Rogan's done stand up. I don't think he does stand. Oh, actually,
He
no,
still
he does
does.
do stand up
Yeah,
still.
he still does.
He's yeah, because he was just on tour like a year ago,
Yeah.
and I don't think he's funny. I've never thought. I tried. I watched a couple of his old ones, and I'm like, dude, you're just being a jerk. Like this isn't funny. Like you're just pulling out like stereotypes and trying to make jokes that aren't that funny. At least not to me. I mean, I know he has a legion of fans also that are very vocal. Some of them will take action if you like say something against our Lord and Savior Joe Rogan. But I mean, he's just a guy, and like he doesn't have all the answers, and people act like he does.
Honestly,
That's what.
I feel like Dave Chappelle is kind of going down that same path. I find him way less funny now than what he used to be, especially now that he's just kind of punching down on people, like trans people and like now gay people. And it's just like, I mean, can you not? I mean, it's kind of,
Did you watch his current? Did you watch his current one on
I
Netflix?
didn't, but I heard it was a lot of like more trans jokes. And I'm just like, I mean, come on, man. Like you said you weren't going to do it in your last special. You said you were just done with it. And now you're just
Yeah,
kind of going
he
in again.
was.
Yeah.
I know. Actually, yeah, I do know the joke that he told, but I mean, it's kind of funny. But I mean, the joke involves him and when he met Jim Carrey,
Hmm.
and then yeah, it's. I don't want to. Are you going to watch it? Because I don't want to give it away. If you,
No, I don't. You can spoil it for me if you want. I don't care. I'm probably not gonna
yeah,
watch it.
basically, he talks about how Jim Carrey was prepping to be Andy Kaufman, and like he went full method.
Hmm.
So he was Andy Kaufman the whole time. When he met Jim Carrey, everyone told him he had to refer to him as Andy, and he wouldn't respond unless he was Andy. And like he felt kind of weird because he knew Jim Carrey, and he wanted to he knew him as Jim Carrey. He wanted to meet Jim Carrey, not Andy Kaufman. And then the joke line's like, "This is how trans people are to me. Like I knew them as one way, and then I have to be made to believe that there's someone else." So
Yeah, it's just
that was
like,
like kind of the joke.
yeah, it's not even that funny to me. It's just like,
Yeah, I
you
didn't
just,
deliver it wrong. I mean, he's a comedian. I'm not.
yeah,
So
no, it's still, I don't know. I think there's funnier things to make jokes about, in my opinion. So
oh, of course, there's always something in the world. But I mean, there's people that make jokes about the Israeli-Palestinian issue right now, which I don't think is exactly funny because I don't know the stereotypes.
yeah,
But even still, I still think it's a bad juju to do that kind of shit, especially when there's like a conflict going on. So, yeah,
well, I
there's
think I
that.
think for me, it's just like him trying to explain how he still doesn't understand trans people. I'm just like, okay, like you don't understand trans people. Like I don't need to go through this journey with you on another fucking special. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, I mean, there are people that don't get it, and I think it's because he probably meets arguably more trans people than we do,
I
to be
mean, maybe,
honest.
but it's like at the same time, like so at the end of like the last special that he had, not this one, but the last one, I had to like really think about like at the end of it where he basically told the story about his trans friend that committed suicide and blah blah blah.
And
Um,
who's from the Bay Area, by the
yeah,
way.
which I don't want to say blah 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 to like discredit this person's life because it's sad that she passed away. But it's like him saying all that is like basically him telling a story about his one black friend. Like if it was a white guy talking about I had this one black friend that went through all this shit and blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? That's how it comes off to me now.
Hold on, your boy Bill Burr does that. I mean, instead of his black friend, it's his black wife, and
Yeah,
older ones, it's his black
but
girlfriend.
he
So.
actually has black friends though, and he actually
Yeah, of course he does.
and like
I mean, dude, he's on. His friend is Dave Chappelle.
oh and like
He's on the Chappelle
well
show.
and like one of his best friends was goddamn what was the guy who died? It was he's a big dude. I have his fucking face in
Big
my
dude.
head. It's like he was his best friend. And he talks about it. He almost gets teared up every single time. Hold on.
Is he was his friend an actor or something?
No, he's a comedian. He's a really good comedian too.
Uh,
He's offensive, but
uh,
Bill
uh,
Burr.
I'm on. It's not Sam Kinison because I think he's too young for that. But still.
Patrice O'Neill.
Oh, that name sounds familiar. I've
Yeah,
probably seen
yeah.
stuff. But, okay.
And it's like also like usually he's comparing like his existence as like a white guy to like the black experience and how he doesn't understand it. And he makes it clear that like he doesn't understand certain things. Like one of my favorite jokes is like when he realized that he needed to use lotion because his
Oh, I knew you were gonna. I knew
yeah,
you were gonna say because I'm all yeah. That's pretty.
that shit was
Because he said
hilarious.
he didn't understand it,
Yeah.
and I feel like that in that same context, that is Dave Chappelle.
I
Like he
don't think
doesn't
that Dave
understand.
Chappelle even cared. Like I don't think that he was trying to understand like what the person really went through because he's still making jokes. Like just saying you have like a trans friend or had a trans friend doesn't mean that you can still like kind of shit on them for two specials in a row.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
no, well, see, I want to kind of put that back because he pointed out that his trans friend got fucking all kinds of heat from that community about being friends with him. And like he was trying to help this person out, being a comedian, and this person was being attacked by the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah.
And he felt that wasn't right because he's like, this person understood his jokes, understood that he was trying to be funny, and he was trying to help them be funny, but then he didn't appreciate them coming for her, and he met her kid. So, like, he felt like this was unfair from that community.
So that's fine for like that person, I guess, because the person thought it was funny. But you still that one person isn't speaking for that whole community. When like the vast majority of that community is saying like what you're saying is offensive. So like say if like some white dude was telling a bunch of black jokes that were super offensive to like the vast majority of the black community, but they had one black friend was cool with it. Does that mean that all the rest of the community, like it's invalidated because that one person thought it was funny?
Oh,
like
no, and
right? So
you literally describe almost every other weekend at my job.
Yeah, and it's it makes people incredibly uncomfortable, and I don't you don't get a pass just because like you happen to have a person or know a person or be friends with a single person in that community. It's like
no, he shouldn't get a pass, of course not. However, I don't think it's also fair that the community comes after his friend because because he's trying to understand that community. And he got.
I don't think he's trying to understand that community when he's making no. Like I don't.
You don't think you don't think that he was trying to help his trans friend's life and
I
trying to look into that world?
I for sure think that he was trying to help his trans friend, but I think what the jokes that he makes about trans people though are not helping the trans community, and I can say that because the trans community is still up in arms about it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they're up in arms, but I also see that he's like he made a point like he's a comedian. The point of his career is to make all of us laugh. And the whole point he says he does make fun of white people kind of a lot. I mean, like look at his show. His show is mostly about jokes about white folks.
Yeah, but you've heard about the term like punching down, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I mean, that's one of the main problems.
Too. Yeah. I mean, they use that with shit. Damn it! I was just looking at B-Boy was just playing Hogwarts Legacy. What's her name? Fucking who's the chick who did Harry Potter? I'm brain farting.
J.K. Rowling.
There you go, J.K. Rowling. They were saying she was punching down, so I kind of get it. I mean, I don't know any trans people, and I probably actually do. They just haven't come out as trans, and I never knew. I have no idea, but as a comedian, the majority of the people, their jokes are usually about stereotypes, and I guess with that community, he makes fun of them, and they come back and attack him, and he's like, "Hey, I make fun of everybody," and I guess he feels like they should not get a pass based on his work. You see what I'm saying? Like he makes fun of his own people. He makes fun of mixed race people because he's in a mixed relationship, as well as white people. And then he makes fun of the trans community, and then gay people, the gay LGBTQ plus. He feels like I guess if we're all part of the human experience, we should all get made fun of. And then the fact that they should get immunity. I think he thinks that that's not fair.
No, I'm not saying that they necessarily need to get immunity. It's just like if they keep telling you that they're being offended by it. And I know like obviously you can take offense to like basically anything, but it's like it's there multiple times, and especially the fact that the guy said that I'm not going to do any more trans jokes, and then like what he does in the next special is do like kind of the same shtick. I don't really want to even watch it because of that. It's like I want to see like kind of the older Dave Chappelle, like I guess the younger version of Dave Chappelle, because he was like way funnier
when he was super skinny.
Yeah, he was way funnier then. He talked about stuff that was way funny in my opinion. That still probably offended some people, but it's like, dude, like it just seemed like in a more joking way, not
not an attack.
Yeah, it's like
I have not seen the cleaner. I believe that's
attacking someone's ability to even be called what they want to be called. Like that's kind of to me, like now it's kind of fucked up. Like you're attacking them for like wanting to be called a certain thing, and it just seems like a cool thing to make fun of somebody for. But it's like people change their names all the time. When somebody gets married, immediately you call them by whatever last name they want to be fucking called by. When somebody becomes a doctor, you call them a goddamn doctor. You know what I mean? It's like people do this kind of shit all the time, but all of a sudden,
unless you're the Dr. Dre's.
Yeah, you still call him Dr. Dre. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you still call him.
Yeah,
that reminds me of Dennis Leary when he goes off on Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
I forgot what fucking movie was that. We were just talking about this movie where he's like, my brother went to college for like 12 years just so he can be called doctor. And all of a sudden you decide to call yourself a doctor. This is pretty funny. It's a great film.
So yeah, anyway, I don't want to go too much more into this. It's just like, yeah, I'm not watching the dude for now until he like kind of comes off of that bullshit, because I feel like he's leaning into like this right wing thing of like just really, and it's like it's a really long line of marginalizing people that are already marginalized. You know what I mean? Like disrespecting them even more because they're a minority group, because you can do it because you have a louder voice than they possibly can, and they've done it they've done it to every single minority group in America, including black people. So I don't know why we think that it's still cool to do to another minority group, and that their feelings don't matter because all those other groups went through it. How about like no groups have to go through this shit again? Like that'd be cool, right?
Yeah, that's never going to happen because bigotry and intolerance never go out of style.
Well, but I mean, it could start with a single person. You know what I mean?
It could, but a single person, I feel like it has to be a huge movement, but still. I plan on watching this because I want to see if he only slips and does one joke and says, hey, I'm not going to do anymore. But even though he said he's not going to do anymore, I heard I've actually heard his new stand-up isn't funny. I heard it's just him talking. And people say it's just not as funny as it could have been, or it's his older stuff. But I mean, it's on Netflix. I haven't used my Netflix account in like a little bit. I'm going to use it this weekend. I'll explain later tonight.
Oh, should I use it? I'll tell you what I've been watching on Netflix. I watched one of the best shows this year on Netflix.
Best show,
which isn't hard. Netflix? Yeah, which isn't hard because you're just started.
Oh, all right. So should we just move on to Netflix?
Let's move on to Netflix.
Yeah. So what's the show you're talking about?
So one of the coolest new shows that came out is the brothers. It says the brothers' son, but I believe in the show that it's Swin, because it's in Taiwanese, or it's not Taiwanese. Probably Mandarin or some other language that's spoken in China and Taiwan. So it's this story. So Michelle Yeoh's in it, which is
no shit.
Yeah. Hold on, let me just write something down. And it's this story about how like this. It starts off hilariously. I'll just tell you like I don't even want to tell you the first scene because it's really good, but it has really good action. It's basically like a kung fu flick mixed with like, Asian gangsters. They have hilarious and really well coordinated fight scenes. There's like a fight scene where literally there's like these dudes dressed up in like blow up dinosaur outfits that are running around.
Awesome.
They're running around with machetes and machine guns and like fucking people up. So yeah, it's
damn it. I have to like pause the show. That show from watching that show because I got to finish Warrior. I didn't watch Warrior season 3, and I can't be disrespectful. I got to stay on target and finish Warrior season 3 because apparently season 3 is just as good as the other 2 fucking seasons. Oh, yeah. So I got to finish that shit.
It's really good. It's actually this is up there with Warrior, but this one is like way more wacky than Warrior. So
yeah, actually, I saw. So the trailer I saw looked like it was serious, but then I read the description. It says like it's a new comedy and like action comedy. I'm like, what the fuck? Nothing about this trailer says it's anything funny.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious. Like, what? Yeah, so Michelle Yeoh's character is like the most passive aggressive mom character I've ever seen in anything, and she's so hilarious in this. And she's not even doing like so far. She hasn't even done like any like kung fu anything. She's just hilarious, and she does like a lot of like Jedi mind tricks on people. So yeah, and like I don't know who the actor is, like the main actor. I forget his name, but he does really good choreograph work.
Right on. She's actually pretty passive aggressive in Star Trek. So in Discovery, she's like kind of a passive aggressive mom. The difference is she actually kills people in that one. So
Justin Chen.
Okay.
is the guy, and he does really good choreography in this. So I never even heard of him before. Let me see what else
Oh,
was he
wow.
in. And
Um, what else is he in?
Continuum, yeah, not I mean nothing that I've ever seen.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing I've ever
Okay.
seen.
So he's a new kid on the block then. So that's good. And you get to go toe to toe with Michelle Yeoh. I mean, that's a huge honor.
Well, yeah.
Michelle Yeoh
Go ahead.
is she's been doing it for me. She's been like awesome since the like late '80s, like since Super Cop. That's
Yeah,
when I got introduced to her.
yeah.
So she's been around for a long time. People are just now discovering her. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's been awesome. And like, I think she was mostly known as an action star. And later on, she started doing more dramatic stuff, and more people were catching on. Like, if you do not watch Star Trek Discovery, you should watch it just for Michelle
Yeah, she's really
Yeoh.
good.
She's fucking worth just watching it. And when I mean that she's in it, there'll be a point where she kind of like goes away for a little while, but she comes back in a major fucking way. And it doesn't take that many episodes, but it's still it's completely worth it. She's in at least the first three seasons. She's in like all three, I believe, 3 or 4 seasons.
And she's getting like
Well,
her own.
season 4 is out this year,
And she's
so
getting her
she's
own.
in all three.
Yeah, she's getting her own show or movie, something like that.
She's gonna so originally it was gonna be a show. So I guess now they're changing the show because they can't afford to pay her because of her Oscar win into a movie. It's gonna be like an hour and a half or like a 2 hour movie on Paramount Plus about the creation of Section 31. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically Star Trek CIA, pretty much. So
Black Ops.
yeah, it's gonna be she's fucking amazing on Star Trek. She'll be amazing in this upcoming movie. I can't wait. I've been waiting for this for fucking years because it literally got announced like season 1 of fucking Discovery because she's so fucking amazing. And like there'll be some returning characters. They already talked about people that were going to be in it. I can't fucking wait. I'm so excited. I'm glad that she's in Star Trek at all. But she continues to fucking amaze and continues to be fucking amazing. I will continue to watch her stuff, except for what's that? Crazy Rich Asians. That movie does not interest me. I
Oh,
understand that it's great. I understand, like, I just don't. I don't have the desire. Maybe one day, if I have nothing else to watch, I'll put it on. Because I'm pretty sure it's streaming right now. But
well,
until
there's
then,
she's also in Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is a fantastic movie if you've never seen it. It's like one of the most random movies of all time.
mm-hmm.
And she's in another show on Disney Plus that just got canceled, unfortunately, which is American
Oh
Born
yeah, yeah,
Chinese.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so this is like filling in for American Born Chinese is the brother Swin, and it's not as like cheesy as American Born Chinese, but it's still great. It's it's better
Yeah,
than
it's
that
worth
show.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would. I'm definitely planning on watching American Born Chinese because I guess it's like it's another action comedy. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like yeah, I'm like, oh, well, she seems to be on a roll with this shit, so she's in it. I'm gonna check it out. I mean, it's only like one season,
yeah, yeah.
so there you go. What else was I gonna say? Oh, so speaking of Katt Williams, um, talking shit about folks, Kevin Hart has a new Netflix film on Friday.
Yeah.
It's basically like they're stealing like millions of dollars from like a secret Fort Knox plane in the air, and then him and his team have to figure out how to get the money off before it lands. So it's out on Friday. I plan on watching this fucking movie actually. So it looks like a I like heist movies. It looks like it's gonna be like an not necessarily a whole lot of comedy, but it's gonna be interesting because he's the leading man. He's the one that leads the heist crew. Everyone follows his lead. It looks kind of cool. I just watched Heart of Stone. It looks like it might be that, but a little funny-ish, a little bit. So, and I support Kevin Hart for now. So, we'll see what's up. It comes on Friday. I'm probably gonna be checking that out this weekend, and then yeah, there's that.
Cool.
Where should we want to go? Did you put this on there? The solo leveling up. What is this?
Oh yeah, so Solo Leveling is on Crunchyroll. It's an anime, but it's based upon a Korean literary RPG, otherwise known as a lit RPG novel. series, which if you listen to this podcast long enough, you know I'm a huge fan of lit RPG books. I have not read this particular one, but I was aware that it had a webtoon, a very successful webtoon, and that's what got them an anime. So it's a very successful lit RPG and webtoon, and it's basically the premise of the show is that basically on Earth there's like a portal that opens, and all these like fantastic like how do I put it, like fantasy creatures come out and just start fucking shit up. And like conventional weapons like guns and lasers and all that stuff, they just don't work on them. But certain people that live here have like a power in them that's ranked from like I think it's like E to S rank to like fight the creatures with like magical weapons and stuff like that, like fantasy weapons like knives, swords. Like some of them are like wizards, they can do like magic and shit. So they have to like basically close these portals and like beat these dungeons and stuff, which is very lit RPG. So the first episode was pretty good. Like it starts in the first like minute, and people are getting jacked by ants. So
What the fuck?
yeah, eaten alive by ants, giant ants.
Wait, so where is this? What is this on?
It's on Crunchyroll, and it's called Solo Leveling.
Oh, okay.
I recommend it to any anime person, or if you like lit RPGs, if you read lit RPGs, then this is right up your alley. People got confused. Actually, not confused, but Patrick actually he messaged me. He watched. He said he said he loves it, but then he's like, "Why are all the names in Korean?" And I was like, "Oh, it's because it's a Korean novel. It's like because it's an anime, like it's legit anime, but everybody in it's like Korean names."
Oh, I don't really have Crunchyroll. I remember Crunchyroll had like a light version where you could watch stuff for free, but now it's all locked down,
Oh, they don't have
all
like
behind a paywall.
commercials.
What's up?
They don't have commercials anymore.
I think it's all behind a paywall now. Like you
Huh.
have to have a Crunchyroll account to see anything now, unless it's on Hulu. Because like a lot of stuff on Hulu is on Crunchyroll, so it's probably on there too. Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it
But
looks like it's I think it's only Netflix. I'm sorry, it's only Crunchyroll.
on Crunchyroll,
Or
yeah,
pirate it. I mean, you can probably pirate it, but I pirated so
I
much stuff in
could.
my
But
days. I pay for it all now.
yeah, well now if I can't get through it, I just don't watch it. I mean, I could pirate it, but it's like, someone's got Crunchyroll account, just fucking piggyback on their shit. I mean, dude, we could probably get free. We probably have a free Crunchyroll account on our email. And we just never fucking look.
Probably. Yeah, gotta
Yeah,
go through.
we just have we go through like, oh shit, we got access like back in 2018. Just never fucking activated that bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I got access to like Amazon stuff. Like I've already seen the first episode of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but I can't talk about it yet.
Yeah. Don't get us fucked up. Don't get us caught up. It's cool.
I will just say I'm going to watch more. So
yeah, I plan on watching when it drops. So, but there's so much shit that's coming out that we're probably gonna be talking about. I still haven't finished fucking the new season of Invincible. I'm actually gonna watch it with my cousin now because I got him into it. He talks so much shit about I don't watch cartoons. I don't watch fucking cartoons. And so I put on an episode of Invincible. He kept asking me fucking questions like, "What's this about? What's going on here? What the fuck? Oh shit! This dude's head just ripped off. Oh shit! This dude's eye just came out of the whole socket. What the fuck's happening?" So I tried to explain it to him. So then he ended up watching the entire first season of fucking Invincible. So I'm like, okay.
Did he watch Adam
so
Eve?
We're kind of even now, huh?
Did he watch Adam Eve?
He's not watched Adam Eve yet. I told him about it. I told him watch that before he watched the next season.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What?" He didn't even know that even was there. I'm like, "Dude, it's like an hour and a half. Just watch it. You'll thank me for it later." So, I was gonna save this for later, kind of, but I'm gonna talk about it because I didn't get too far. But Echo on Disney Plus came out yesterday. I watched the first episode. It's actually pretty good. Not too bad. It's a good fucking start. There's a lot of interesting characters in this show. Characters that we're all familiar with show up in the show. And it's definitely a spinoff of Hawkeye because it heavily, I mean, she was introduced in Hawkeye to the viewers, but it's heavily influenced in, I guess, the Hawkeye show as well as like her background as a Native woman. They show that the legends of her people may be cosmic related, possibly in the first episode. I've only seen the first episode, but they definitely show some like Eternals level kind of like stuff in the show. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't want to give too much away about what it's about, but it's basically just a legend for now. We may see something later on, but there's some really cool fight scenes with her. As a woman that's an amputee and she's also deaf, she fucking kicks ass in the show. She's able to like, I mean, her emote pretty much is like pissed off all the time, but she's supposed to be because she was wrong and she's trying to set shit right. And I was enjoying the first episode. There was a lot of people dying, a lot of shooting, really good fights, a pretty good setup. There's only 5 episodes, and all of them are ready to stream at this moment. A lot of people, we found out like the last night, if you don't have the parentals unlocked, you won't be able to see anything. Like you don't see previews, nothing. It says you need to add parental like permissions on this account, or like you need to set your shit up right. If you don't, I would highly recommend if you have kids, definitely set up an adult one and one for your kids. That way they can't see the adult content.
I was gonna say they would have to put in like a filter because normal Disney Plus, everything else on there is not rated R. So
yeah, so what it was is like it showed us that Echo was there, but when you click on it, you don't see anything. It tells you this is like this content is blocked. This account is not an adult account or something like that. Like, oh shit, like you don't even see like the thumbnails or any shit like that. You don't see any of that shit. You see nothing. You just see Marvel Studios Echo. That's all you see is the logo of the show. Once you have an adult account, then you can see whatever the fuck you want. Like it's pretty cool. So I'm probably gonna finish it because it's only 5 episodes. I'll probably finish it by Sunday. So,
yeah, I definitely want to check it out, but I need to finish the Brother Swin first. Yeah, like I was looking at the actual Rotten Tomatoes on both shows. For Echo is sitting at 72% on the critics and then 71% for the audience score. And Brothers, I'll just say Brother Son because that would be easy for everybody to understand. It's sitting at 85% for the critics and then 93% for the audience.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, I've only seen the first episode of Echo. I liked the beginning. I liked how it started. It had promise. I'll watch more. I'm definitely watching the episode tonight. I'm shit watching Titans now. It ended like a year ago, 2 years now. I'm almost at the end. Still hating it. I still don't understand why Prodigy likes this show. It's very very strange to me, but still, it is what it is. What else do we have here?
All right. Can't talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. You don't watch that show.
I don't watch that show. I mean, you can talk about it.
No, that's all right. I'll talk about it with somebody else that's caught up with it. Let's talk about Evil West. Evil West is on PlayStation Plus. It's actually a pretty good game. I think I talked about it previously on the podcast. It was definitely worth it being free or already paid for. So check it out. It's like it's sort of like Gears of War meets like the Wild Wild West.
What the fuck? Wait. First of all, what do you mean already paid for? What is that?
It's on PlayStation Plus. So you play for PlayStation Plus, but it's free after you pay for PlayStation Plus.
Oh, yeah, it's like Game Pass.
Yeah, but I don't like saying it's free because you got to pay for the service.
You do pay for it. Think of it this way: you pay. How much is the basic PlayStation Plus? Like $15?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's like $15 or
sure something.
Yeah, because there's 3 tiers in there. There's PlayStation Plus, Ultimate, and some other.
Yeah, I get the Ultimate one because I'm extra.
Yeah, there's some other bullshit. Yeah, the Plus one, you get a bunch of games every month for free. So, same as Game Pass, you get a bunch of games for free. I told B-Boy that I was going to do it. I'm probably going to download Wild Hearts and start playing that because we've been playing pretty hard on some Monster Hunter World. I went back to Rise. It's not the same. Rise feels like it was definitely made for the Nintendo Switch. It just doesn't have that same grit. And I get it. Everyone keeps saying Sunbreaker. You got to get Sunbreaker. Well, you got to pay for Sunbreaker because it's a DLC. It's expensive to the game. And I'm like, well, I didn't like the beginning of the game. Why am I going to pay more to get my enjoyability out of it? So,
here it is. So,
I'm going to leave it at that.
PlayStation Plus, like the essential one, which is like their lowest model, is $10 a month. The extra is $15 a month, and then premium is $18 a month. But I pay every year, so it's like $160 for me a year.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's a bunch of shit on Game Pass that's like pretty cool. I was looking at it the other day. There's like a ton of shit that I was like, "What? This game's on here?" I really want to play Liza P. It's been on there. It was a day one for Game Pass, so
Nice.
a lot of people were loving that game. So I look like I kind of want to play it, even though it is a Bloodborne or a Souls type game or whatever the fuck. I still want to try it out. I've heard really good things about it.
I need to find one that I really like. I think that's the problem is that I haven't played one that I liked yet. I need to
I
try
guess
Elden Ring again, like not on my Steam Deck.
I guess the best Souls type game for me was Jedi Survival.
Oh,
That's definitely a Souls type game. That game is fucking amazing. And even the second one, it still has the Souls type, but they added like a different layer and merged it together.
mm-hmm.
It's fucking great. It's so good. I'm actually going to probably go back and get some of these achievements. I'm actually missing some shit. I thought I did. Well, I knew I didn't do everything because the game is so fucking huge. It's very easy to miss shit, especially in each world. Because each world is a giant fucking map. So
yeah, I think that
it's very cool.
The nearest Souls-like game that I really enjoy is God of War, but it's not really a Souls-like game because when you die, you just die and come back. But like, it's the difficulty is because I played it on hard. The difficulty is like a Souls-like difficulty when you play it on hard.
But I would say overall that's not a Souls game. I would not consider it a Souls game.
It's just hard.
Definitely Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order. Those are Souls-like games because like you have to hunt down the character that killed you and to get your XP back, and also if you die and didn't save, you go all the way back and lose whatever you didn't fucking save. And sometimes it can be a whole ass fucking mission that takes you 45 minutes to get through. And once you die, you go all the way back and lose that much time. So, I mean, some people skip shit. It's in your best interest to find save points, especially in fucking missions. That way, if you die, you go back. So, yeah, shit like that. Shit, what was it? I had a question for you, actually. Now I can't fucking think of it. Fuck. Wait, was there another thing? It was about a game.
Okay.
Yeah, it was about one of the games, and I can't fucking remember now.
Well, while you're looking that up, we can kind of switch gears a little bit. It's gaming related, but The Last of Us Season 2 has officially cast their Abby. It's Caitlin Dever, and as we mentioned earlier, she needs to get on the steroids rather quick. I'm just saying.
She looks a little frail. I know that apparently she was a heavy casted character actress. Like everyone wanted her to play Ellie.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted her to play Ellie. So now they got her as Abby, and Abby's hella swole. If you played the game, Abby's super swole. Like she's a straight brawler, like nonstop fucking knock down, drag out, like MMA fucking brawler. So old girl that got casted, she needs to fucking squat. She needs to swole up, get them roids going, eat fucking the hearts of fucking goats, or do something.
Or just some good prosthetics. You give me believable prosthetic arms. Okay.
Yeah,
they gotta be believable.
Actually, CGI arms. I mean, if you do it, maybe. Or what they do. Normally, what they do in Hollywood, or what they've been doing, is they take a body double and then CGI someone's face on them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of the thing. But Swole Abby, I mean, she's got like a year or so to get swole. So.
Start now. Just saying. Horse
meat.
Meat.
Start now. Start today. Start your regimen. Get that thing going. Get swole like Abby got swole. Get ready to fucking punch some fucking clickers in the face and punch other people in the face.
Yeah, I'm looking at her arms. It got to be like probably double. Double that girth. Double that arm girth. By any means necessary.
That's so bad. That's so bad. God dang, double decker.
Is it rude to objectify somebody's arms? I'm just saying.
Nah, I don't know. I mean,
Swole Abby's got the arms.
Yeah, Swole Abby, she's swole everywhere. Yeah, she got some arms. I mean, she had the arms and the ponytail. That's like the two big fucking, or arms and red ponytail. Because I guess the actress has naturally red hair, so that's a plus. So. Still, I mean, I wish her all the good luck, but you know, just start getting swole, start eating chicken and pasta, all them.
No. Horse meat.
Oh,
You gotta eat the horse meat.
okay. Horse meat?
That's the
Damn. No
trick.
horse nut, though,
Yeah.
as Prodigy would say. Yeah, horse meat. What the fuck? I lost it. I can't remember what the fucking gaming related, besides the Avatar question. But
Avatar question? Oh yeah, I answered
yeah,
that one.
the Avatar game
Yeah,
question.
it's not that great.
But there's another game that I can't remember now. Fuck. It is
Well,
what it is.
well, think about it a little bit more. I'll give a shout out right now. I'm actually representing two pieces of clothing from the same company, sort of on purpose, not really. Boom Slank, I give him a shout out every now and again because I met the creator of Boom Slank at one of the cons. It might have been SF or something. I don't know. Nigerian dude, nice guy. I wanted to like
Mm.
actually interview him at the time, but I kind of forgot shit happened. But he makes this clothing line, so this is like anime inspired anime, really. And I got like their Leo, even though I'm not. It's funny because I was sitting at dinner today with Kay, and she was like, "Is that say Leo on your sweater?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You don't believe in that in like the signs or whatever astrology?" I was like, "Nope."
Oh.
But this is why I wanted to support that dude. So and might as well just get a Leo one. So yeah.
That's cool. Are you watching Marvel's What If?
I watched the first episode, maybe two. Yes, I watched the one with Star Lord as a kid, and the one with what was the other one?
Nebula as
Yeah, with
a
Nebula.
Nova.
That's Nova. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
those are the first two.
Need to watch
Yeah,
more. But then,
Nebula's a Nova Corps agent, and Star Lord as a kid.
yeah, but
Yeah.
then the brother's son came out, and we just kind of we went on that because we both like watching
Hey,
it.
it is what it is. There's actually a little bit more connectivity between some of the later episodes. Like one character ends up going to different universes
Yeah.
and having different stories, so it's kind of cool. There's actually an original character that shows up in the series at one point. I
That's
was like,
cool.
what the fuck? Yeah, like the whole episode. So that episode feels like it should connect to Echo. I don't know if it does. I've only watched the one episode, like I said, but it could.
I don't know.
I don't know, but
Somebody was saying that the that the show is canon now because of some episode. I'm like, no, the show is called What If, and the whole point of What If you read the comics, is just kind of like for them to fuck off and just kind of see how things could go in like a different way. Like
yeah,
it's never canon. I mean, maybe it could be someday, but it's usually never canon.
yeah, because there's one of the what ifs is when Spider-Man is Doctor Strange. Like he's Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and like one other character all in one.
Hmm.
And like, cause like those characters like died, and he like inherited their stuff. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, it looked cool, but it was crazy because it's Spider-Man and like Doctor Strange's cape. It was kind of weird, but
Kind of OP.
it is what it is. So what I didn't realize, I guess it's like on the radar, is literally next month is Madam Web. I was like, dude, this movie's already done. Like, I guess like some shit's leaking out. I guess what Madam Web looks like in her costume, it's already on like products. I think it was fast food chain or something. They had Dakota Johnson
Pepsi
in her
bottles.
Madam Web.
Yeah.
Was it a Pepsi bottle
Yeah, I
or
think so. Yeah, and, like there's already a trailer out for this like a couple months ago, so it's not like
yeah,
new.
the trailer came out like on October or September or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And I was like, I thought the movie was not out until the summer, but no, it's out. I guess it's out Valentine's Day weekend, which is like literally like nearly a month away. I'm like, what? We're already getting this fucking movie? Like, what the fuck? Like to me, I'm not enthused about this movie. It gives me Morbius / Venom fucking vibes, and like they already burned me with Venom 1 and 2, and I feel like I don't want to get suckered in again. Like the fuck.
Honestly, I feel like they're not putting in like a lot of effort with like advertisements with this because I haven't seen like a lot of ads for it. Like I saw the trailer, but I'm not seeing like the short ads in YouTube because I don't watch normal TV with ads usually.
Mm.
But I'm not seeing any ads on like YouTube or anywhere on like my normal Google searches or anything like that, or just on like AdSense or whatever. I'm just not seeing a lot of ads for it, which is kind of odd. So I think this is one of the ones that are kind of set up for failure. So
maybe yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah, I've not seen any like little. Maybe as we get closer, because it is technically like a week or so after the Super Bowl.
Mm.
So maybe, but I mean, I figure with all the football going on, we should be seeing a bunch of shit. Like I've been watching a lot of football. I haven't seen shit. I haven't seen anything during any of the games. So
and that's
I'm
kind
like,
of
what the fuck?
Yeah, I can't stand when because Marvel's done this with like a couple of shows now. Actually, DC kind of does it too with like some of the ones that they kind of want to fail. It seems like it's like if you want to make a show, succeed, like you have to put in money for the advertisements, man. I mean, it's like this is not new. Like you couldn't have like a like an Avatar and have like no ads. It's like there's just nobody's gonna want. There's no hype for it right now. Like I don't feel any hype for this show at all.
Yeah, I wasn't hyped in the trailer though.
Yeah,
So
well, just I mean that's fine.
I mean, I'll wait. I mean, I feel like it's gonna hit streaming very, very quickly. So I'll just wait for it to stream. I'll just watch it like when it hits streaming. I'm like, I don't feel like it's weird. Also, it's coming out Valentine's Day weekend. Like, hey, that's like a big kind of couples weekend. I'm like, dude, I don't see couples going out to go see this fucking movie. Like, the fuck?
I mean, maybe some nerds.
Yeah, I mean, some incels and nerds that actually have girlfriends, but I don't actually. I think the nerds that have girlfriends, they're probably gonna be like, this movie looks shit. Like, I'm not gonna see this with my
I
other.
agree. They're missing on all points here. Is what we're saying.
Or actually, even if you're a nerd and you don't have a girlfriend, you have an other. You and your other may not want to see this together. You might want to actually do something physical, like bowling
Like bowling
together.
I
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't feel a hype on the song. The trailer didn't hype me up. It doesn't look all that entertaining. It feels like another. It feels like a spinoff of Venom. And I'm pretty sure there will be some cameos, which is cool and all, whatever. But I don't see myself forking out money to go see this one this time. I don't. So there's that. Excuse me.
All right.
What else have we got on here? What are we missing? I feel like we're missing some stuff.
I think that's almost it for like the week, maybe. Oh,
Yeah, that's it for the week.
we are talking about starting to do the Golden Eggplant Awards again because I kind of want to do them. So hopefully we can bring them back. We haven't done them since I think the pandemic. So
we haven't done this since 2020. Well, yeah, since 2020.
Yeah.
2021 we started it, and it fucking fell apart drastically. So.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of good stuff came out last year, especially games. So.
Yeah, we missed out on the games. I mean, we could have had like 10 games, and like unlike the video game awards that had like 5, we could have had like 10 on there and
maybe
see what the people thought.
Maybe Hogwarts Legacy could win.
Maybe. So, but I mean, we missed that year. So, are you talking about doing one for last year?
Yeah.
Oh.
For 2023.
Okay.
We can still do it.
We could still do it, but it's just like I keep thinking about how the last one was a disaster and it just didn't come together. So.
Well, I'm just saying I care. So hopefully I can help. Yeah.
Hey, I care too. I still have all the content from the 2020. Maybe we should release it together, like release it in tandem. Make sure there's like a pure 2021 and then like take people back. You remember this in 2021? Go for what you thought was the best.
Yeah. We could.
That'd be pretty cool. You never know. Who knows what the fuck we'll do? We might do something crazy. But it'd be nice to bring back the golden eggplants. That'd be cool. That I had fun doing that, and like we would sometimes hype it up like kind of late. We need to do a fucking huge campaign, like you said, like put the word out there, get people all hyped up, and get them ready to vote. It'd be fucking great.
Yep, they're always fun to do, especially like doing the actual award show.
That shit's always funny.
Yeah.
The award show's always like one of the best. I feel like we always fuck up and don't have champagne. Like, what the fuck? We're fucking up.
I mean, I got some. Well, I can't drink right now, but I got some champagne. I still have some fancy stuff. What is it called?
I mean, we're on. Even though we're on camera, you can always drink bubbly that's actual apple cider. So it looks like wine.
Actually, I just ordered some stuff that's like ketone stuff that'll get you buzzed. That has no alcohol, supposedly.
Wait, it gets you buzzed, but it has no alcohol?
Yeah, it's called keto alcohol or something like that. I got a bunch of Moscow mules ordered, and I want to see like how they work.
Bro, that sounds like you might kill yourself.
Yeah, no hangovers, no nothing. I'm just like, all right, how does it work?
That doesn't sound right at all. That sounds like ungodly almost.
We'll see. I want to see if it works.
That sounds like famous last words. I want to see if this works. Let me put this unknown substance in my body and see how I react. Yeah. Oh wait, I just fucking lost sight in my left eye. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. So what do y'all think? Should we bring back the fucking golden eggplants? I mean, y'all in the chat, what y'all think? Y'all,
There's nobody in the chat right now. There was people in there earlier. Oh, I got Moe. That's what I got. Still have some Moe left over from
Yeah. Wait. What?
Moe. The champagne.
What is that?
Moe.
Oh, I thought it's pronounced something different. That's what. Yeah, I thought it's pronounced something different.
It's French.
But
all champagnes are French. So
yeah,
they are.
That's great.
By definition.
I mean, I mean, it's not like Americans make champagne too.
No, they might call it champagnes, but I think they legally can't call it champagne. So
probably not. I wouldn't be surprised actually. So, are we gonna wrap it up?
Yeah, we can wrap it. I was just thinking, like, was Ballatore a champagne? I used to love drinking Ballatore because it was cheap.
I mean, I just remember Zima, but that's not a champagne.
Yeah.
I was a wine cooler that tried to advertise that it wasn't a wine cooler. Well, this shit's a fucking wine cooler.
No, it's sparkling wine, but it's everybody.
Yeah, but it's a wine cooler, but they try to advertise it like it was a malt liquor. I'm like, no.
No. I'm talking about Ballatore. I thought it was champagne, Ballatore. But it's not because it's not made in France. It's Italian.
Oh,
so that's why I can't call it a champagne. It's a sparkling wine.
Hey, you know what? Sparkling wine is like the new fucking rage. Like fucking what's that shit? Prosecco. That's just super popular.
Yep.
Everyone loves that shit. What the fuck? Sparkling wine. I remember sparkling wine it's been here for years.
Oh yeah.
Years, and then all of a sudden it's like all the rage. Everyone's fucking asking for that shit. Everywhere you go, you have Prosecco. You have something that's like Prosecco. Like, what the fuck? Since when do you guys start drinking sparkling wine? Y'all didn't give a shit years ago. Anyway, it is what it is. All right. Cronus, what you got going on this weekend? What you blowing up and working on?
I don't know what I'm doing. I know I need to put in for time off for work for next month so I can come up to the Bay Area and just get drunk. It's going to be great. It will be great. Especially after not drinking for a solid month. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, you can guarantee that I will be there at least 1 or 2 of those days.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I look forward to it. You know me, I go hard and have a lot of fun during that whole week. And I haven't done it for like 4 years now, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can bring back some of the crew that you have met. So we'll probably all roll together. So.
Yeah, I'll have my my itinerary up. I know for sure I'm going to the opening gala. I have a VIP tickets, but now they have like some other one that opens even earlier now. That for like $300, which I'll probably get. Yeah. So like the VIP tickets is supposed to start at 6 p.m. But now they have another one that's $300 that opens at 4, and there's like a special like Astro Lounge or something like that, and like some other stuff. So basically, I'm just trying to get Planet of the Younger with the least amount of like problems as possible. So I'm gonna probably get the $300 ticket. And do that.
Any way to get fucking money. It sounds like a gimmick, dude. It sounds like they're probably going to be unorganized and everything.
Nah, they're usually pretty good about it. We'll see. So yeah, I'm looking forward to all that. This weekend, I don't think I have anything really scheduled. I'm hoping that my mother-in-law recovers from COVID, which is unfortunate. She got it.
Oh shit! Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes, we talked about it briefly. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's still like getting through it. I think she's recovering a little bit, but it's been kind of rough for her. I know that's next month. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing this weekend.
That's all?
What do you got? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but then you sound like you say you don't know what you're doing. But it's okay. For me, I'm finishing up these shows. I'm definitely going to finish Echo. I hope to finish Echo by Sunday, if not most likely probably on Monday because I started it yesterday. I'm definitely going to watch an episode or 2 tonight. Definitely zombies. We're waiting for Cronus to come back to zombies. I know you're done with Valhalla, so now you have no excuse. So.
Yeah. Well, actually, I do have an excuse because right now where my setup is, it's too far from my router for me to get reliable gaming online.
Yeah, so that just means you can't host. That's all.
No, not even just can't host. Like it's gonna be a shit show. I need to run a hard line, which I have the stuff for it. I just got to do it. I got to move some boxes over.
You got the fucking 50-foot cable.
I have like the cable I have. I think like 1,000 feet of Cat 6E. So
yeah, I've Cat 5 and it's like 55 feet.
Yeah. So
it worked. And the thing is like 25 feet from me. So
okay.
But I do wireless now. Because people kept tripping over my fucking cable, and we put a carpet, and people still kept tripping. So
I'm running it through through walls. So
yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Because I'm renting, I can't do that shit.
Yeah,
You own your shit, so you
I
can
do.
blow your shit up.
Yep, I'm drilling all kinds of holes in this bitch.
So yeah, I'm watching Echo. I finished What If. I finished. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you or talk to you about. Fucking Foundation, because I finished season 2 of Foundation. That should be at the top of your queue of fucking shit. We need to talk about this fucking show.
Yeah, the book's
I
really
keep
good.
watching this with my cousin.
Yeah,
Like, it looks like they spend like a ridiculous amount of fucking money on this fucking show because it's so fucking. Almost every shot has some kind of CGI or some kind of elaborate fucking uh, cost expensive fucking shit. But the story's there, and I haven't read the books, and you have, so I need to see if they're taking a lot of liberties. There's a lot of fucking um, people working on the show, like David S. Goyer. He's like creator, writer. I think he's directed like 1 or 2 episodes. If you don't know who he is, he's kind of like a semi-controversial
he did
figure.
Blade.
Hmm?
He did Blade. One of the Blades.
He did. So he wrote all 3 Blades. He directed Blade 3. He wrote the Dark Knight trilogy for Chris Nolan. He's written for DC and Marvel. He's been, said some shit about the Hulk that got him kind of like nerd raged, like a bunch of nerds raged out and shit about what he said. But he continued to write. I don't know if he created a character for DC or Marvel. He might have, because he's written a lot of shit. So, and he's done like a ton of movies. This is really like the story is gripping for Foundation. There's a lot of shit happening. It's very easy to kind of get lost, but I feel like they simplify it down for you to kind of follow, even though they do have math. They do have like a lot of, I don't want to say time jumps, but they have like looks into the future looks into the past.
Yeah, there has to be. That's how it is in the books too. Like, do they?
Yeah,
Did you meet the asexual? Did you meet the asexual people yet?
I believe so, but they're like androids.
They're androids?
I believe so. They're like really weird. So I guess that's the big secret, that they're actually like robot people.
Did they do telekinesis?
Oh, those people. Yes, there's telekinetic people, but they're not androgynous. They're like a little tribe of people. You need to watch this.
Okay, so, yeah, I need to watch it.
Yeah, because like the Empire or Cleon the 16th or whatever the fuck, he like goes to take a wife, and the second season is about him and his supposed marriage, and shit goes down, like a lot of shit goes down, and like they talk about the robot wars type shit. Like there's a huge episode dedicated to like Earth and the robots that came from Earth and why there's only one left, and like all kinds of shit. And Dermazel, the android.
Oh, it's Daniil Oliva. That should be his name, right? Pretty sure. I think it's Daniil Oliva. I'm pretty sure that's his name.
No, well, in the show it's Dermazel, like Demerzel.
Okay.
And it's a she.
Oh,
yep.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah. Okay. It's a she, and she has a very prominent role, and her role gets very how can I say it? You learn like big shit, big secrets.
So that's
in season 2.
That's not like the books then. So you should only meet the final robot in like the last piece of the story. Like in the books, it's like the very end. It's like, oh, there's one robot left, and yeah.
So the way it is in the show is like nobody knows that she's a robot.
Okay.
And to everyone else, she's like a She's like a really like to the point kind of chick, and she's always at Empire's side. And
I'm thinking, okay, I got to reread the books. This could be still,
yeah, because there's multiple. There's like a series of books, so I guess this kind of follows because. At the point now, they know that the mule is coming, and he hasn't shown up yet.
Okay, yeah.
But they do like future looks, and they show you what the mule is doing, and that he's on his way, and that he's like 100 years out, but he's coming. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so it's like this huge prep for that. There's a bunch of shit about the Foundation versus the Empire. There's a bunch of shit. You need to watch the show. That's what I'm saying.
I just
You gotta watch
the only reason why I'm
so
not watching it is because it's on Apple TV, and
it's
I
Apple
fucking hate
TV.
Apple.
Yeah, so I don't pay for Apple, so I go to someone's house that has Apple.
Well, I watched the first one because my brother had it when I was staying with him, and so I watched it because he's an Apple person, and yeah, he's one of those people.
Yeah, just like, hey, bro, I need to borrow your account, like just for a week.
I'll fucking buy it, whatever.
No, you know what? Do this. Do the 30-day trial and watch it in 30 days. That way you cancel it before you on the 23rd day.
Well, no, I'm all about paying for stuff now, especially like media content, because I've pirated so much shit for like 15 years solid. I just pirated everything.
Yeah,
it's time for me to give back. I can afford it.
Sure. But there are free trials. Like I said, do their free trial and then cancel before they charge you. So that way you get what you get out of it. So I've actually had to do that for a couple of things. So anyway, like I said, I finished season 2 of Foundation, watching Echo, watching Titans, playing Modern Warfare Zombies, gonna watch Kevin Hart's movie sometime this weekend. I hope. If not, I'm just gonna wait until Monday or Tuesday, and then I guess my cousin really wants to see Aquaman 2. He's not like hell bent about it, so I guess probably Monday or Tuesday I'm probably gonna watch it. So,
all right,
that's it for me.
All right, cool. Well, then take us out here.
All right, you should experience the 2-man show of Black and Black Times Infinity. So I guess then there were 2. Check us out anywhere and everywhere with Be the BTI. That's BTHAN. BTI, anywhere and everywhere you listen to your podcast, however you consume them. If you listen to us via audio and you didn't know, we go live every Wednesday night, 8:30-ish Pacific time. You can see us and then join in on the conversation via YouTube because we have a chat. There's a live chat. That's why we're mentioning some people, about the chat because they're chatting with us while we're live. Check out our official website, bidheadproductions.com/BTI. We have a Discord. We have a Discord server running with a bunch of shit on there. You can email us and let us know you want to be there with bthebti@gmail.com. Actually, on Amazon, we have an app on there that'll let you know when we go live. You can actually watch us through the app. So there you go.
All right. Genius of science.
Rod this bitch.
Man, at last, has succeeded in penetrating further and further into the unknown vastness of space. Yet many questions remain unanswered.